Oh, good morning, everybody. I forget what day this is. I believe it is day 40. Noah. The rains would be stopping on top of Noah's head right now. The sky would be opening up, and the birds would be seen. 6:29, 74 degrees is your T-storm time and temp check. I am still in Dodge. Oh man, I woke up. I don't know what was up. Nauseous. My head still isn't quite right. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if I'm coming down with something. Had a sneezing fit, and now you can tell I got the sniffles. So, today's agenda, we are going to first go to West Point, and then on to, pull up my phone here, pull my route back up. Let's see, I had choice of going to West Point, and that's like 11 or 16 miles, and then going to Wisner, which is like another 10 or 11 miles from West Point, or I could take a straight shot to Wisner, which is a 21-mile shot. Now, I could make it with my batteries, but then I'm going to be really back to chasing batteries again. I got a full battery in the e-bike, I got a full battery in the trailer, and I got one now in the trailer on charge. And when I leave here, I'll put it on the jackery so it'll charge some more while I'm there. And that'll get me 1 to 2 bars short of being full by the time the jackery's dead. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to go to West Point. I forget what it was. I got to go back through the comments. I got a possible new subscriber that was talking about how he drove a truck, a haul of cattle through West Point. And I want to say he said it was an ambulance factory that was there in town that he thought it would be neat to go have a look-see at. So when I get to West Point, we're going to go there and have a look-see at that. Go to the park, charge everything. I then need to go to the library, apparently, and upload my videos from the library off my laptop to YouTube, because I cannot get them to transfer to my phone for nothing. It keeps not wanting to read it. I don't know if it's a computer issue or a phone issue. If it's a computer issue, then I may be screwed even going to the library. Hopefully it's not. But drinking my coffee, letting batteries charge a little more. Give you a look at the sky so you know what I'm dealing with today. Overcast, calling for rain, which is not going to be cool because the routes I take are off paved streets. And a lot of the roads that I take are, some of them are dirt, which means some of them will be mud, and some of them are crushed gravel. It actually looks like it's crushed sandstone because it looks like a lot of river rock and sand, which that's going to be fun to ride through wet too, especially when you get hills, because all those rocks and gravel and everything wash down the grade of that hill. And I found out yesterday the hard way almost, out coming down a steep hill, and there was an intersection at the end of it, at the very bottom of it, and the side street was hills on either end too, so you had 4 hills dropping down gravel, and it was thick. I got in there, my front tire grabbed it, and whoop, about went asshole over elbows. Or elbow over asshole, whatever. Oh, I'm tired. I did not sleep good. Kept waking up. One time I woke up, I was like, gotta be close to time to get up. Pull my phone. 11:30. What the hell? Alright, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm just gonna sit here for a few more minutes, half hour, 45 minutes maybe. And then get everything loaded up and ready to go. Oh, get at it. Smell like money. T-storm time and temp. Sorry guys, sun's in my face. 74 degrees, or 740, 68 degrees. That's more like it. Anyways, this is a busier road I've already had. I don't know if you guys can see all the dust kicked up on top of that hill. It's a little bit of a busier road. It's like the third semi I've seen go this way. Hey, look what I found, guys. What? What is all this? What is all this? Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Look at all that. Oh, Lord. Bunch of hemp. Let's not get high. You be quiet. Anyway, another little creek spot. Figured I'd post up here for my morning break. Man, every time I come by these little creek spots, you know what I'm reminded of? A little house on the prairie. You see it, right? I'd love to have lived back in those times. Man, there's a whole bunch of that ditchweed growing on this side too. I was telling my mom about it yesterday. Somebody must have stopped, rolled a joint, and threw their seeds out. I'm like, no, Mom. No. It's called ditchweed, Mom. It's hemp. I remember when I first moved out in Nebraska from Cleveland and I seen it. I was like, man, I come across somebody's crop. Took some of it, smoking it and smoking it and smoking. I'm like, man, I can't get high off this stuff for nothing. They're like, where'd you get it? And I told them, they're like, you're smoking ditchweed, dummy. Anywho, I'm going to grab non-ditch and take a break. I gotta check to see which way wind is because got a farm right over there. And that last farmer, I know he don't speak for them all, but it does kind of make you leery. Anyways, there's another creek up there. I think. I see a guardrail. I had to go all the way up there and find out it's not. I think I'm going to go up to that one. Oh, this one's a lot bigger. A lot wider. It's got a lot more fish. I see stuff breaking the surface. I ended up leaving my fishing kit back in a dare on purpose. Figured some kid would get it. Because I didn't need it. Well, why is it? That's weird. Kind of dead ends just here. That is odd. I mean, it doesn't look like they intentionally did it. May have. But I doubt it. I mean, if they would have intentionally did it, then they would have had to fill all the rest of that in. I wonder if it's like a pond. I doubt it because I can follow the ridge line of the water all the way back that way. Huh. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm gonna get off here. Take a break. Hi, cows. What you doing, buddy? Oh. Hi, cows. There. Big feedlot. Getting them fat and sassy, ready for you to eat. Nom nom nom. Y'all got some big horns. They got some big horns. I ain't tangoing with them. Oh, welcome to West Point, everybody. Downtown section. I like cruising through the downtown section when I come into a new town. It gives me a good feel for... Oh, somebody's cooking bacon. Oh, there must be a cafe around. Go this way. Simmer down. District table and tap. A lot of newer type businesses. Such an oldie town. Yes, drive me up the wall. Go down here and we'll turn around. Go see the other side of town. Oh, wait a minute. Pizza Ranch. Pizza Ranch. Yeah, someplace serving breakfast. I can smell it. Oh, I'm starving. I've already eyeballed the park. 2 parks. One closer than the other. Morning, guys. Uptown Restaurant and Lounge. Might have been where I was smelling up bacon. I need to find out if they have a store here. How you doing, bud? Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Hey, how you doing? Riding down an alley, and this is here. It's an odd place. I mean, not gonna get much views, but I don't know why you wouldn't put it on the main side. Alright, everybody. T-storm time and temp, 9:15, 73 degrees. I want to look at this forecast because when I was packing up my tent in Dodge, it was starting to rain. And when I looked at the morning forecast, it was saying that they were expecting rain today. And right now, I'm looking at it here, there is no more chance of rain. Thank you, Lord. I appreciate that. So, nice, quiet little town. Not really little. Actually, one of the bigger towns I think I've been in so far. Where am I? West Point. Yeah. So, I am going to sit here. I got the e-bike on charge now. We're going to let that battery top off all the way. We're going to fill it. And then we'll refill the jackery and plug that other third battery back in. I didn't even check to see how full it got that little bit of time. But I'm tired. I didn't sleep good last night. So we're going to go from I'm in Neely Park. That's why I keep thinking Neely. We are going to go from here to, let's see. Was it Hooper? Or did I just bypass Hooper altogether? Wisner. We're going to Wisner. Let's see how far away that is. Whoops, back up. Is it in my search list? Yep, there it is. From here to Wisner, we're looking at 19 miles, mostly flat. And every time they say mostly flat, it's not flat. I've learned to accept that mostly flat means hills, and some hills means it's all uphill. So 19 miles from there, that's going to take a full battery and then some. So what I'm thinking is, plan for the day. Sit here, let these batteries charge. I need to find a Dollar General. I've got $19 on my Cash App, and what I want to do with that is get enough food to get me through a while, and $19 in food does not sound like much, but $19 the way I shop and eat will give me quite a bit. So get that food, and then my Cash App has a $25 overdraft protection. What I'm going to do with that is, when I get to Norfolk, hopefully there is a Walmart there, because I need to use that to get a tire patch kit and slime. I need to add slime in those trailer tires, because once I get on that trail, I'm going to be hitting sandburrs left and right, and they will flatten a tire quicker than hell. The bike tires, they already have it in it. I have tire liners for those and extra tubes. What I'm doing with them is, when I get a flat, I'll take those tubes out, put the tire liner in, put the new tube in, and then we'll be good to go. And I should have some slime to add to those as well. For now, I'm going to sit here. I got Cliff Bar. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys something. So I go into the gas station, right? All of a sudden, this lady, she's probably close to my age, maybe a little younger, in uniform, comes busting through the front door. Not one person bothered to call or text me to see if I'm okay. And the kid standing behind the counter is like, well, I was just... Not one person! And she's going off on these guys because she overslept. I'm like, lady, why are you ruining their day because you overslept? Why are you yelling at them because you're late for work? Nobody's your babysitter. Don't put your frustration on other people and make their days bad. Instead of complaining about what happened, just relax. It happened. So what? I don't know. I don't get why people have to take their frustrations out on everybody else. And it's their frustrations with themselves, not with the people that didn't call and text to see if they were okay. You're a grown woman. You know how to set an alarm clock, and you know how to be accountable for yourself. At least act like you know how to be accountable for yourself. Alright, I'm gonna get off of here. Enough rambling. I'm way too close to kids' playgrounds. I don't like being around kids' playgrounds. I get looks bad enough, like everybody's thinking I'm a homeless bum. And now you got a homeless bum hanging out in the kiddie park. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I see a log cabin over there I want to go investigate. And there's another pavilion over there. And I think that's probably closer to the bathrooms. But right now, this one's working. I had to come back. I forgot the rest of the plan. So, Dollar General to get food. Then I'm going to go to the library, use the free Wi-Fi, upload the videos off the computer, hopefully. I got a feeling it's a computer issue and not a phone issue. And then while I'm at the library, I'm going to ask them about that ambulance or I forget what else it might be. But it's a factory where they're making some type of automobiles. My viewers thought that it would be interesting to go check that out. So I'm going to go check that out for them. I don't know what's going on, everybody. It is 10:10 a.m. I was just online trying to research that company that the viewer was asking about that I thought was ambulances that it builds. So it's a company that builds fire trucks. And it's not in West Point, it's in Snyder, which would take me 11 miles out of my way to go see. So that I'm not going to go see. So that just leaves, oh, and I did find out there is a Dollar Tree in this town, so that is a good score for me. That means I can get some more food at better prices than Dollar General. Get the same food at better prices. So I'm going to be going to the Dollar Tree and the library before I leave this town of West Point. And then we'll be on the road for one more stop today. Because lately that's all I've been doing is just two riding trips, stopping in town, charging batteries. I want to keep my batteries stocked. I'm tired of not having batteries. So I should be in Norfolk tomorrow night. And then back on the Cowboy Trail, making my way to Ainsworth. I'm probably going to get hammered by the wind, but look at this old cabin. Man, a lot of sag in this. I wanted to come and hang out in this pavilion because I thought it would make a better backdrop for videos. But use of that pavilion is by reservation only. Wow, man. Look at the sag. I don't know if you guys can actually see the sag in these walls. And they painted the, what's it called? The stuff that they pack in there, they painted it to make it look like it was actually right. Whoa. Yeah. Nice cabin. If you look down the wall that way, you can really see the lean in it. Man. You see they got bolts in there, which means they got something in there reinforcing it. That one was right at my head level. I'm scared to go in here. The log cabin was erected by Walter Reeson in Neely Park in the year 1925, commemorating the old settlers' era in Cumming County. The logs were furnished by John Elsinger. This cabin is to be used as a free institution with restrictions as to occupancy. Nice, like it. Oh, pretty big park. Alright, let me get off here. I'm gonna snap a few photos and get over to my gear. Alright, so the game plan now is to go to the Dollar General and the library, like I said, and when I leave here, I'm going to Wisner, and then, where did it go? Then I was looking for a place to camp, and just outside of Wisner is Black Island State Wildlife Management Area, and you're allowed to primitive camp there. So what I'll do is go to Wisner, charge up all my batteries, head there, and then from there, where is Norfolk? From there, I'll be able to make it to Norfolk probably on my first ride, and then I can jump on the trail and go from there. Apparently what I need to start doing is start looking for the wildlife management areas, because those are the places you're allowed to camp at. So, excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. Now my batteries should just hurry up and charge. Storm time check 1:45. I just looked at it. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to hear me. It's a little windy. We're in a severe wind advisory, 20 to 30 sustained gusts at 45, coming from, where was I, West Point to Beemer. Yeah, Beemer. 6 miles an hour was my top speed. I have, how many more miles do I got left to go? I've got 7 miles left to get to Wisner, and then I'm going to charge up, and then we're going to head out to that wildlife management area and go from there. I'm out of here. Hopefully I can block this wind. The wind's so strong it's blowing over my full bottle of water. So I've made it to Wisner. And I'm sitting at the River Park. There's also River Park Campground that's run by the city. Can't find prices on it anywhere. Some of the things I'm seeing are $10 to $20. Other things I'm seeing, it may be free will donation. I have no idea. I've got 6.5 miles to go to the wildlife management area, where there's nothing, no amenities at all, but I don't have to pay for it. So I'm sitting in this pavilion right now charging up the e-bike. I had to swap batteries, so I have a dead battery in the back and a full battery in the back again. So I'm thinking I almost want to check out that campground, because if it's a free will donation, I'll give you my last dollar and whatever change I got to be able to sit here and charge all day and then just go right over there and set up my hammock tent. But I got to figure out who to talk to about that. So one of the things I want to talk about was when I was in Beemer. I took that break. It was halfway between West Point and where am I? Wisner. And there was a lady there with a bunch of kids, and I got off my bike, and she had stuff in the pavilion, like they were having lunch there and whatnot. And they were sitting off in the grass area. Well, I walked over to the porta pod, and on my way back, I was like, well, I'm gonna ask if she's all right with me smoking. If not, I'll step to the other side of them, because the wind's strong enough, it was gonna blow away real quick. And she was like, oh, well, yeah, I'm sensitive to smoke. I was like, oh, no problem. I said, that's why I was asking. And so she was real appreciative of that. And before she left, she come over, we had a conversation about what I'm doing and everything, and she informed me that they've been living in this farmhouse, and they bought it 15 years ago. Well, mold problems in that farmhouse has forced them out of that farmhouse, and there's 7 of them living in a canvas tent. I feel so horribly for them, because they're not in a position to, there's no fixing it. It's basically a tear down and rebuild. You have to build something new because it is so saturated with mold, she said. And she's worried about how they're going to get through the winter. She's appreciative that they're all in the tent, because it really brought the family closer, where you'd think the exact opposite would be true. You got 7 people in one tent, you're going to drive each other nuts. Well, apparently it's brought them all closer. Relationships are better in the whole family, so it's a kind of a blessing. But I'd like to ask you guys to pray for them, to figure out a way to move them forward from the situation they're in now. So anyways, with that, I will leave you with that. I'm going to walk around and see if I can figure out who I need to talk to about this campground. So I just talked to a lady who, I guess I got 2 baseball games going on here tonight. She's going to be working gate entry for the games. I was asking her about the camping, who I talked to. She goes, I guess the city. I was like, okay, do you know any information about it? And she pointed to a sign over here that has all the information. And she was telling me that when these games go on, people will camp out over on the other side of this playground equipment, where that white pavilion is. She says a lot of people will camp out over there. So if it's free, I'm gonna stay here. I don't see any sense in going off the main road 6.5 miles to camp someplace for free if I can camp here for free. So we'll see what it costs. They do have, I see electric spots, so maybe I can get lucky and primitive will be free, electric spots will be paid, and if primitive spots are free, then I'll just charge up my stuff in the pavilion. Register immediately at the city office or the yellow box on the south side of the park near the river. Keep all vehicles in the pad. Campsites must be vacated. That's right. Only one camping unit be considered. Whoa! $20. Tent camping, no pad or electric, free. Yeah, I'm staying here. It's free. I don't have to worry about a thing. So I'm gonna go set my tent up down that way, and then all I have to do is plug my batteries and whatnot into the pavilion outlet, because those are city parks and you're allowed to use those. So we're home for the night. Baby God, I'm happy. It is 4:20. 4:20. Should I? Better not. Key storm time temp check. $80 degrees, feels like 80. Oh, we got here wildfires. 332 miles away from Minnesota. Forecast for tonight. No rain. Low of 63 it looks like. It'll start getting cloudy over about 11:30. But oh, what is that? What is that? Well, that's my night cat lay flat hammock. It's all set up. That's right. City Park was free. As long as you're not using the electric. Or as long as you're not in a camping pad, let's say. I am using the electric. What's my view look like? Oh, what the hell? That's the Elkhorn River. Got the Jackery out, topping up with solar power. I know this wind is going to be crap. Got like 3 or 4 baseball games tonight, so I can go check them out if I want to. You got to pay to get in, but who says you have to go in and watch? You can stand outside the fence and watch. Dinner tonight, it's going to be nothing fantastic and nothing I'm going to show you. It's just going to be tuna wraps. If I had more fuel, I would cook them, but we're just going to do cold tuna wraps. I got like a sriracha one, a lemon pepper. I think I got a salmon pack too. Garlic and herb, jalapeno. So I went and got a bunch of salmon packets from Dollar Tree while I was in town. Yeah. So I'm gonna relax. I had to get up. I was laying in that hammock, man. I fell asleep. What's funny is, watch these straps. See how they vibrate in the wind like that? Well, when you're laying in it and it starts vibrating like that, it's like you're getting a massage. I'm not gonna argue with that. Like one of those old Vibomatic beds that you used to see in the motels. You put a quarter in and and we'll walk around for a little bit, see what's popping in this campground. Not much really. Got a chance to talk to a local cop. He was asking me about the hammock setup. He says, I'm not sure. He says, I'll be honest, when I rode by, he says, I seen the hammock and I'm like, 6 years of working here, I've never seen a hammock. Are they allowed? He says, I didn't see anything that said they aren't allowed. I said, no. I said, I already talked to the park guys. They said, as long as I got hammock straps, tree straps, we're all good. And then another older gentleman came in and was talking to me about the e-bike. And we got talking about why I'm doing this and everything. And he's like, you know, he says, I'm so glad that there's other people out there that see that Facebook and social media and the news is just rotting your brain. And that he remembers when he was younger, and I remember it too, you only had 3 channels to choose from. Before cable, you only had 3 channels to choose from. If you were lucky, you had a couple UHF channels that you could watch, but there were only 3 news sources, and they were doing the local news. You weren't getting everything forced in your throat about what happened in Dalton, Texas or whatever when you're living in Nebraska. So you guys, when you watch the news, remember that this stuff is, we're talking one person out of the entire population somewhere nowhere near you. It's not affecting your life. It's affecting your brain. Don't let it affect your brain. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here and go walk around. Okay. Look at the size of the shower. And they supposedly have hot water. Shower instructions, insert coins, 50 cents. Shower will run for 4 minutes. 4 minutes to get wet, 4 minutes to get rinsed. $1. First I want to see if they actually have hot water. Oh, we're getting a shower tonight. We're actually in the morning. Good to know. Alright, back to the campsite. That was the one thing I wanted to see. So you got a bunch of ball fields. Got the rodeo arena, man. I wish there was something going on there tonight. And then you got playground equipment. One ball field there. And then another ball field on the other side. I think they got 2 ball fields. I really want to see something going down on the arena. Alright, I gotta get back over to my campsite. I don't like leaving my stuff unattended. I'm tired. Sitting here, laying down here watching videos. I kept dozing off, forcing myself to stay awake so I can get a good night, full night's sleep. And I got to thinking about it. Since this is free, why not take a 0 day tomorrow? T-storm time and temp 650, 80 degrees. So what I'm thinking is taking a 0 day here tomorrow. Like I said, it's free. Why not? Resting, relaxing. I'm going to take my laptop with me and go into town to the library and get all the videos uploaded that I have edited. I think the only videos I don't have edited yet would be yesterday's and today's. Went over there and checked my battery. It's still charging. I need to swap batteries out in this thing, or at least put this on the jacker to charge. Now, if I take a 0 day tomorrow, all my batteries will be completely charged when I leave. I could make a log hard push in the North Fork, or I can stay on top of the batteries and stop at Piltner. I think it's the halfway point in North Fork. And charge up there and then go in the North Fork. And then leave North Fork before dark and get on the trail and find some place to camp on the trail. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm so tired I'm just going to keep babbling, so I'm going to turn this camera off. I haven't even eaten nothing for dinner yet. Probably just going to have a tuna wrap. Alright, I'm out of here.